In a newspaper interview, she described Rossin as the ideal husband, golf partner, lover, and cameraman. Hollywood insiders were skeptical. So were the powers that be at Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. The studio assigned another director of photography to Jean's next film. The studio touted an all-star cast for its production of Dinner at 8, a title which still appears on critics' lists of favorite films. Director George Cukor teamed with David O. Selznick and utilized MGM's top stars to great advantage. Simply stated, Dinner at 8 was a triumph for Jean Harlow, for her co-stars, and for Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer Studios.
Fond of you, Oliver.
I was very much in love with you, Carlotta. You were the most entrancing creature in the world.
I've got eight people listening to dinner. Who can I get? And you come to me with your idiotic little, I'm the one who ought to be in bed.
So awful not to be with you every minute.
All right. If you think I've been lying to you all the time, you're going to get the truth now.
It's the first chance I ever got with decent society people to see my name in the paper with somebody that ain't mixed in your dirty politics. And if I miss it, you're gonna pay for it with everything you got.
Oh, Wayne, darling.
By the time Dinner at 8 was released, the Harlow-Rossin marriage was showing signs of strain. Jean confided to close friends that her new husband was distant toward her, and that he ignored her whenever their paths crossed at the studio. During the shooting of her next film, The Girl from Missouri, her marriage continued to falter. On-screen, Jean was playing a chorus girl who wanted to marry a millionaire. Off-screen, Jean was seeking to end her married life. At the conclusion of The Girl from Missouri, Jean marries her co-star, Franchot Tone. In real life, she divorced Harold Rossin. With her third failed marriage behind her, Jean buried herself in her work once again. Her latest assignment was a melodrama, Reckless. The cast included Rosalind Russell, William Powell, and Franchot Tone. Powell was one of the studio's top stars, usually cast as a suave, sophisticated, well-dressed ladies' man. Powell had appeared as Detective Philo Vance and had recently completed his first outing as Detective Nick Charles in The Thin Man. Powell had formerly been married to Carole Lombard. Now, Carole Lombard had become romantically linked to Jean Harlow's frequent leading man, Clark Gable. Gable and Lombard would finally marry 4 years later. During the filming of Reckless in 1935, Jean would fall in love with Powell.
Gee!
Going my way?
How am I?
When I'm in love, I'm reckless.
simply swell. Baby, you were never better.
Why does she always call me a gorilla? Ain't I a man like everybody else?
No.
Huh?
Oh, Mona? Here's Dixie Sherbet that's been looking for you. Oh, am I intruding? No, it was I that did the intruding.
Ian, for the first time in my life, I'm scared.
Now, baby, take it easy.
Get out and stay out!
Reckless ended with Powell playing Jean's manager, making plans to marry Jean. He would soon be making similar plans in real life. Jean and William Powell became one of Hollywood's most talked about and gossiped about couples. It appeared that if William Powell would become Jean's fourth husband, that her odds of finding happiness were greatly enhanced. Both parties this time were stars of equal caliber. Both were wealthy, both shared the same interests, and most importantly, both were ready for a lifelong commitment to one another. The glow Jean felt in her personal life was reflected in her work.
I waste no weeping on lost romances. I pay my losses and take new chances. I'm reckless, don't want advice. Keep seeking my fool's paradise. I waste no weeping, I just keep hoping for one who's hoping for me.
Having completed her duties on Reckless, she was paired once again with Clark Gable and Wallace Beery in China Seas.
Indochina, Malay, Singapore, fabled cities, the meeting place of souls weary of the humdrum drabness of civilization, thirsting for the siren call of danger, the bizarre, the different. Where carmine lips entice and laughing eyes beckon, here was a notorious yet picturesque, dangerous yet fascinating trio. There was the master of the most adventurous ship on the China Seas, Skipper Gaskell, and the lady known as China Doll, the mystery man, whom everyone knew, yet no one knew.
You're with me from now on, or I'm going to break that pretty little neck of yours just like an ocean.
But you taught me something I didn't even know myself. When a woman can love a man right down to a fingernail, she can hate him the same way.
Get out of here.
Oh, I got a mighty good reason for being here.
You've always got a good reason for anything you do. In fact, I don't know anybody that can think of any more remarkable reasons than you can on short notice.
Listen to me, I took an awful chance coming here. I might have got heaved overboard.
Well, don't run any more risks by staying.
Following her performance as Clark Gable's discarded mistress in China Seas, Jean immediately plunged into Riff Raff. Paired for the second time in her career with Spencer Tracy, Jean appeared as a cannery worker who falls in love with rugged fisherman Tracy.
Sweat. Pipe down, Dutch. This ain't the place. Let me alone. I got a right to talk.
Tell him where to head in, Dutch. You're heading for trouble.
You mean he's heading for trouble? You got an earful of what they said, didn't you? Everybody will be sober in the morning and they spit in your eye. Is that so? Yeah.
Look out, Dutch, he's going nice. Oh, I knew he was in trouble. Of all the big, welcome, full-headed lowers up. Oh, Dutch. Take what you need from my closet and I'll watch out for the cops.
Oh, I knew you'd come, Doc.
Hello, Squirt.
I know a lot of dames that would rather have a guy's arms around them, keeping them warm. Sure. Anybody can buy a dame a fur piece. How's that?
How's it to you?
Not bad.
I gotta be going.
You ain't going no place. That stink up is driving me screwy. Wanna slip me a little kiss?
And you work a nice clean office.
Well, you've tried everything. Now it's night school and a job in a nice clean office. No thanks, Nick. I'll stick to the fishes. They ain't got hands.
Have a good time, Ball. Oh, I made out. Oh. Take a squid at that. What is it, an advertisement?
No, I was elected Miss Hook and Ladder Company number 7, that's all.
Ask for yourself a genuine him spotted Havana perfect.
Oh, thank you very much.
Have a drink?
Sure.
Come on.
Thank you very much.
You're a pretty smart lawyer, huh?
Riff Raff was released on January 3rd, 1936. And by the end of the year, 4 films starring Jean would grace theater screens. She was now one of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer's top stars. Jean's hectic schedule included countless interviews with writers of fan magazine articles, attending studio screenings, parties, and premieres. But even with this feverish schedule, Jean's romance with Powell continued. Soon, the pair announced their unofficial engagement. The future was looking very bright for the couple. A 5th on-screen pairing with Clark Gable translated into Wife versus Secretary. Jean's co-star in this piece was Myrna Loy, who was cast opposite William Powell. And as Jean's romance continued to flourish, the combination of players made for one happy cast. The mood carried over effectively onto the screen, and Wife versus Secretary was warmly received by Jean's fans. Jean was the secretary referred to in the title, and Myrna Loy the wife. Young James Stewart further advanced his career by appearing as Jean's boyfriend in the comedy. Jean was next cast opposite Cary Grant for the first time, and Franchot Tone for the 5th time, in the melodrama Susie. Set in London at the outset of World War I, Jean plays cinematic wife to both co-stars. Jean Harlow fans seem to favor her work in lighter, frothy romantic comedies. Fueled by stories of the Jean Harlow-William Powell romance, Jean's followers eagerly embraced her next picture, Libeled Lady. Along with Powell, the brash comedy starred Myrna Loy and Spencer Tracy.
I tell you, I can't go now. The paper's in a jam. We're facing a libel suit.
Well, you're facing a breach of promise suit. If you don't want to marry me, just say so.
Glad you're getting yourself all upset, darling, over here. A little drink you made.
No, not today I don't. Today I get married. Will you marry me?
Well, Connie,
Will you, Bill?
Will I? Is there a preacher in the house? Gladys, do you want me to kill myself?
Did you change your insurance?
Would I ask you to do this thing?